For those of you with a motorhome, either a Bounder or any of the Fleetwoods, this particular latch apparently breaks about every year or two, and they're pretty expensive, $20 or so. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix it with just a metal spring to replace that flimsy piece of plastic. This latch holds the screen door attached to the main exterior door so they swing together. But in this case, the latch is broken. So we're going to modify it. Here you see the lever moved out of position and the spring isn't holding it back. Turning this latch over, you can see the spring was here and it's broken off. That's the piece that's broken. It would normally hold it like that, and that latch spring, that little plastic ear, would be right here. We're going to try a modification, see if we can work with a spring inside this narrow gap here. So I'll be taking this apart and modifying it. Here I've sketched how this is supposed to operate because it's hard to see the black plastic part. But this little tab was attached to this little protrusion on this bracket. And in this picture, when this is in the latched position to hold the screen door, this little plastic spring tab is pushing against the black piece. And then as you swing the latch release to let the screen door free, this plastic spring tab bends. Well, using plastic as a spring is not a long-term solution. First, I'm going to remove this screw and washer. Here, the screw and washer are removed. And I'm taking these two pieces apart. My intention is to take this flat piece of spring steel and attach it to this part and have it like a whisker that's trapped in this groove. I'll have to trim this piece to length, but this already has a hole in it, perfect for a screw to attach to this little ear that's sticking out. Here's a better view of the metal piece. Here we can see the metal spring that I'm planning to install right there. Notice how I've bent it into a curve. The screw has to secure into this plastic ear, and it can't stick out farther because the collar of the pivot fits in this recess. So the screw has to stop there. I've selected a screw and an appropriate tap, which is going to screw in right here, but the location that I need to put it is right where that raised bump is. So I'm going to have to trim just a little bit to give me a perch to get the drill bit to start. My handy dandy drill chart shows that for a 348, which the screw is, I need a number 47 drill bit, and that's what I've selected. Now that I've drilled through, I'm going to run a tap in. Next, I'm going to install the screw and this star washer through this spring plate. So now we have a metal spring secured by that screw with the star washer in place of the flimsy plastic spring. Here the metal spring is in position. The latch that moves is in place. You can see there's clearance and it's in the latched position right now. I've reinstalled the screw. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Can you see the spring moving? It's hard to see through my hand. There you can see the metal spring doing its job. Now the unit's ready to reinstall. You can see that as the door closes, the spring holds it in place. Here you see the metal spring in operation. Easily released, a lot easier, and it latches.